Welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors channel. My name is Chris, and I'm bringing you this lovely cryptocurrency video right here from Westlake Village, California. And what is happening today? Well, everybody's heard the news. Bybit was hacked for $1.5 billion. Not exactly bullish news. But I think the more important news is what's going on in the economy right now. And it appears that, well, inflation's coming in hotter than expected. So I don't see the Fed cutting interest rates anytime soon. Today we've got global services PMI, coming in hotter than expected. And that Michigan 5-year inflation report higher than expected. Another point for the bears there. But overall, what I would say is that we're starting to see some negative earnings, slower growth. Walmart showed that they were selling less whatever tacos they sell at Walmart, you know, all the fun, cheap stuff. Walmart's a fun store. Not knocking it there. I get into some Walmart every once in a while. And by the way, these blue blocker glasses are saving my eyes right now, so don't laugh too hard. And we're going to cover Bitcoin's price action, the weekly close for this guy right here. This is the RSI, and this is a bearish engulfing candle, implying some downside continuations where perhaps the gap could get filled all the way down here at about 80,000 bucks. Call it 78 to 80,000. Where does that translate in the broader scheme of things? Well, that is going to be right at your 0.5. Do I think it stops there? Probably not. Probably, you know, it's going to reach down into the golden pocket here. What would that correlate with? Well, to the 0.5, 15% down. The 618 is 22% and 34%. Now, from the top of the market, what would a 40% correction look like? Well, let's go back in time and take a look at the last time something like this happened. Boom. 55% correction. And then what happened? We rallied from 30,000 back to 69,000. So 100% increase from there. We do need some juice to get this market back in order. We need open interest to come back up. And why do I say that? Well, our good old cumulative volume delta indicator, which we've been talking about over the past week or so, something I've noticed, which is fairly concerning, is that more shorts have been opening up as the price has been going down. As price has been going up, rather in a dramatic fashion. So, you know, you can see the divergence there. Price is making a higher high, and CVD is making a lower high, and open interest is nowhere near the levels that we saw in the last bull market. So, just some foods for thought. And hey, if we can confirm this as a low and pick back up, I mean, right now, you know, more and more shorts are opening up as price is going sideways. None the least, and open interest is going sideways. So just thought I'd bring our attention there. Quite a bit of bearish divergence on that weekly CVD. And, you know, is it unheard of for Bitcoin to come down 55% in a bull market? No, it happened right there. Where did 55% take us? Whoa, all the way down back to the bottom of this range at about 50,000 bucks. Do I think that's happening today or tomorrow? No. But the other thing that's a bit bearish today. Well, you know, again, this chart is up and to the right. You know, it just never goes down. And You do have the weekly stochastic crossing down, or sorry, the daily crossing down for the NASDAQ. Crossed up on the weekly, up on the S&P. I mean, I still think, as I was saying earlier this week with my, again, this isn't financial advice, not a financial advisor. Shout out to all the people that have been through a hack. I'm sorry. It's happened to me too. It is certainly not fun. Yeah, man. Good luck for Bybit there. One of my favorite exchanges, and another nail in the coffin, so to speak. But that's okay. Crypto has a tendency of recovering quickly. There's always a way out with crypto, and that's just some more foods for thought. Back on to what I was talking about here. So CMEs close the week. We're leaving the critical zone. That is not the look you wanted to see. Bitcoin needs an emergency reversal here. If we don't see this regression, right? If we see this regression break, that could be your warning that, $50,000 incoming, and then volatility increasing on the other side. That would also dramatically goose the odds in the favor of the bears. Right now, volatility is still declining, so mean reversion bounce, and a revision to the mean is what would bring us into that $80,000 level. I think Bitcoin probably, like I said, was going to get picked up. Something like this. 4-hour bounce is underway right off the 786, right off the golden pocket. So for those hunting those longs here, that was your opportunity. And what else? They don't make it easy on that lower term time frame. You can see exactly what has happened. We just came up there. Did we tag the liquidity on the heat map? That's what I want to see. Where's my refresh button? Well, this thing will be lucky to catch a little bit more of a bounce here up to this 96,206, and then probably going to come back down and tag that 94.2 and then judge it from there. That's at least on the short term, guys. I would not be surprised, and I was saying it yesterday, I think that big daily green candle, I mean, every time we get a big green candle, it just gets reversed. It just gets, okay, here's one instance where it did not, but you can see this big green candle, automatically reversed, and now reversed. So does that mean we can get it back to the other side? Yes, indeed. Tomorrow could be a nice green day, but this is a bearish engulfing candle. So if we close anywhere here or lower, I would suspect it is not going to be in the favor of the bulls. Weekend price action, a lot of people are just becoming aware of the hack. They're going to be moving funds around. They're going to be selling stuff. I would not panic. In fact, I think one asset that, and again, this isn't financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but one asset that is been showing some signs of life is Ethereum. Until today, a bit of a bearish engulfing candle, but that one, if you do see something like this, where we come in and we fill the middle of this wick right here at $2,500, we already filled it. That's already been filled. So we just don't want to revisit this area. We don't want to see, and that's the other thing, is volatility begins to expand as momentum is crossing to the downside. Again, another point for the bears there. Another point for the bears. Where are those bears? The bears have been out fighting today, that's for sure. So that's, you know, for Ethereum, that could be a 25% move. If volatility expands above 25%, you can see the last time we got expansion alongside one of these bearish candles, what happened? Bang. So you reclaim the exponential, volatility increases, and bloop. That was a 34% drop. Where would 34% take us from right here? Down to about 1,800 bucks. And where does that land us in the greater range of things for Mr. Ethereum? That definitely would bring us probably right into the golden pocket. Yeah, right in the middle of the golden pocket. That could be a very, very nice bounce. So, you know, are you mad? Are you sad? Or are you preparing to buy the dip? That is the question. That is the big question here. And I will leave you off with one last thought. If you want to set up TradingView for free, there is a little tutorial video in the link in the description here. And you can set things up like the RSI, the BBWP, the PMARP, which I don't use a whole lot, and neither that one. So these are the three main ones. You've got your momentum oscillator, the stochastic, which will cross up above 96,251. We got an hour left in the day. Oh my goodness, it's 3 o'clock. We got an hour left in the day, and I would suspect after a bearish candle like this, you know, trading the daily close is actually, if you watch the market as much as I do, it can be very beneficial. Because it just really makes things easier. If you watch what happens at the end of the day, every single day, you start to recognize what's going to happen at the end of the day. And that's pretty much all I can say there. But I would expect at least a backfill or a back test of 96.4 after something like this. Boom, boom. And then we've been saying we want to test this wick one more time. No, in combination with the NASDAQ going down. It would be one thing if Bitcoin's going down like this and NASDAQ printed a big green candle. But that's not the case at the moment. And the dollar, you know, the dollar is still coming down, which is good. So that could play to our benefit, surely. You know what? I do not. What is this? I do not want to take a loss on this trade. So I'm going to move my stop into a profit and perhaps call it a day. Because, yep, Bitcoin could certainly circle back down here, swipe the lows one more time, and not think twice about it at this moment. As the bears are out. The bears are out. They're clawing people. They're biting people. And it is hurting. Ethereum Bitcoin chart still looks fairly weaker. But we do know this is that the Ethereum ETF is getting a lot of love, a lot of interest. So perhaps that could help out ETH. Anyways, with that, guys, I think I'm going to let you go. Oh, the last point was this. The daily volatility for Bitcoin, just removing some of the noise here. You know, where does Bitcoin like to test the 200? That's coming in at 85,000. The Y200 simple, 81,000. And I just don't think it stops there. They're not going to not fill the gap. They're not going to not fill that gap, right? They might look at it. They might talk about it. They're going to fill that gap on the CME. So here's the harbinger of death and despair, and that is the volatility index, which is now just curling up. Doesn't mean anything yet, but once this gets above 25%, you could expect Bitcoin to make a 15 to 20% move in either direction. Typically, it'll be in the direction of the stochastic. So keep an eye out there. We'll be bringing you some more updates next week. I hope you have a blessed and highly favored weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.